Morning, everybody. Cyndi Williams here, CEO of Careers on Vacation. I have the amazing Susan from Vacation Hotspots with us this morning. Susan, how are you?
Fine, thank you. How are you, Cyndi?
I'm so good. Thank you for joining us today. I just love your story, and I wanted to share it with our community. So you're a recent graduate of our Careers on Vacation program. Congratulations on your graduation.
Thank you.
I have to say, I already miss you in the mastermind. You are not a new agent. In fact, you've been in the industry for how long?
Actually, I've been in the industry probably about 14 years.
Wow, that's amazing. So you brought a lot to the group. You were helping with the newbies. Thank you for that. Your mentorship was awesome. That's what's so cool about our program is you get to work with people at all different levels, which is super fun. Tell me a little bit about where your business was before taking the program and where you are now.
Wow. Like I said, I've been in the industry for a while, but I've never had a mentor, and I never had like a roadmap of actually where I was supposed to go to get to the next level. So I was searching for something, and I just kept seeing your ad popping up on my screen. I said, well, this must be divine intervention, because I was looking at your program and another program, but your program always stuck out to me. And I said, I have to do it, because that's where my heart is going toward, COV, Careers on Vacation. And so I'm glad I did, because I was looking for that roadmap and the mentorship, and then also like a community of accountability. Being in a group, it kind of like pushes you to want to do, because you see how everybody else is progressing along. And that's what I was doing, searching, and I found it, and I'm happy I did. Yeah.
I love it. That we call that a synchronicity. And I always say, when the student is ready, the teacher arrives. No matter what you're doing in life, if you're following your bliss or you're open to doing whatever it kind of pops into your world. So I love that that's how you found us. And what would you say is your biggest win or celebration since taking the program?
I guess just having that roadmap. I'm pulling myself together. I'm not all over the place anymore. I have structure.
Yeah.
And that's the name of the game. If you know exactly what steps you need to take in any system, then there's no way you can get lost unless you just lay the system down. But this system that you presented to me, I mean, it just like ignited something in me. My husband's seen the difference too. He's excited. He's like, so what you learned today? I'll say, what have you done? Okay, where you at in the program? So he can see a difference that I have a roadmap. I have a reason why I get up every morning and can't go to sleep till late at night now, because I'm trying to figure out things, because I have a system.
You know what to do to get the most out of your business. And I love taking a business like yours. They're one of my most favorite to work with, because you've been doing it for 14 years. So you have a decent sized client base. And for you, it was about how do we automate better? Yes. And if we automate better, we can monetize better. And if we monetize better, you can make more profit. Right. And, I love working with the bigger agencies, because you can move more ground faster. And I didn't have to teach you to be an agent. You knew that. Like, you can be an agent backwards and forwards. You were giving advice to our students, right? Yeah. So that means in the program, you got to escalate and start with the good, juicy stuff, which is, okay, tell me how to really market. Okay, tell me how to automate the system. So I love that we had a good plan in place for all of your data. I know that we made some alterations there that are going to be just amazing for you, because when you have a database, it's just about putting it in the right spot and then leveraging. How do you squeeze the most profit out of your business, or how do you get more opportunities in front of your clients, and how do you do that? So that was a fun one for me, working with your business. With at the beginning, like you said, you were looking between two different programs. Was it hard for you to jump in once you found us? What was that experience like? For some people, it's like, oh, do I invest in you've been a business owner for 14 years, but like for the newbie who's brand new, or for someone who's just in your shoes, like they've been doing it forever, they don't need training on how to be a great agent. You were already that. But what was that process like? Like, do I invest in myself? Do I, what did that look like and feel like for you when you went through that whole process?
Well, at first, that was the question. That's always the question when you get ready to dive into something, different and new. You have to do like the self-evaluation as to where you really want to go and how much are you worth and how much is that opportunity that you see in front of you going to, play out and be of value to you at the very end. But I knew I was looking for something, and I knew it wasn't going to be, it was going to be an investment. So the thing is, there is a fright there, or fear when you try to invest in yourself or anything, and it's like, oh, I hope it works. I hope I don't lose my investment, and I'm looking for a rate of return of interest or whatever. And so to me, it was easier than most people because I was looking, and like you said, I've been in the industry long enough. I know that to invest in yourself is to invest in your business, to invest in your profit, and therefore you have turnovers and you have increase. So that's the fear that everybody's going to face in any avenue that you're going down. Okay, do I invest in myself, or is this too much? How am I going to make this back? But if you have the determination and drive that you're going to succeed and you want to succeed, and you have a why, also, you're going to push yourself beyond measures that you never thought you would jump in and take it. Then you just start swimming. Just keep moving. Yeah.
And you said something at the beginning that kind of struck me, and it's so juicy. You said it without thinking, and that's what I love because it's unfiltered. You said, how much was I worth?
Mm-hmm.
How much am I worth? Right? And that's a big thing because it's not buying a pair of shoes. It's not even buying a vacation for you and your husband. It's how much am I and my business and my future,
right,
am I worth? So if you think about it from that perspective, and you were already looking, which is great, but it's, if you get down to the core of why people invest in their business or don't, a lot of times it comes down to a belief.
Right.
I mean, we have dozens and dozens and dozens and dozens of these case studies out there, right? So it's like, will it work? Yeah, it'll work. Like, how many times can we show you, right? But it's more, are you ready? Like, are you serious? Like, are you going to put the work in? Because it's not just, I'm not doing everything for you. I'm showing you how to do everything.
Right.
But that core belief of this, like for you, you've been doing it full time. So you're like, you're in it to win it, right? That person who's new and wants to get out of a crappy job or they're transitioning, it can be harder, but it's the same core question. What am I worth?
Right.
What is doing something worth? So I love that. So what would you tell that person who's sitting on the fence out there, whether they're new or whether they've been like you, they've been doing it for 10, 15, 20 years, and they're just looking to up level and to supersize and do that next thing? What would you say to that person about our program?
Let me start with the beginner, because the newbies, if someone's sitting on the fence and they have to decide whether they know they love travel, they love the industry, and they want to jump in, I would say jump in, because if I had a system like this at the very beginning, just right there in black and white of what to do next, there'll have been a whole lot of things that I could have, avoided doing and falling in this type of pit and that kind of pit. But if you're brand new thinking about travel, this is a program that you want to invest in, because Cyndi and everyone in the staff, they are very helpful. The just having a group of people around you with similar, I guess a similar desire to do business in the industry with the Facebook group, it's an added plus.
Yeah.
Much. And
it's almost scary for them to go it alone. Like if you could go back to yourself at the beginning and go, oh my gosh, there's so much you don't even know the questions to ask to be successful. Like if you had this program 14 years ago, could you have been way successful, way faster?
Oh yes, no doubt.
100%, right?
No doubt. Yeah, because I was like basically self-taught. Once I came into the industry, there was nobody there structured to train me. And I just dove in and did everything, looked at all the webinars, all the websites I could think of and look at. And that's how I became familiar with the industry. And I still do that to this day. I mean, I've been in it 14 years, but if there's a webinar coming out that I can get on about a product or a supplier or a destination, I'm on it, because the thing about this industry is ever changing. And you have to stay up on top of it. And one of the things too, I probably would have picked a niche pretty much quicker than I did, because I came in all over the place.
We trade them in module 3. We're like, okay, let's slow your roll.
Yes. So that would have, so I would have done that earlier on in the game and would have been more of an expert in the area I'm in now, faster, you know? So, and for the people that have been in it for a while, I mean, if you're thinking about and looking for a place for guidance and direction, get off the fence, jump in. I mean, you all know the industry is ever changing, the new technology, all of the social media platforms that you're not familiar with, because, you know, you can be familiar with the Facebook and maybe Instagram, but there's other things out there you don't know about, because the Google business, I just stuck my information out there just to stick it out there before I ever came into the group. And I didn't know what it was out there actually doing and how I was supposed to keep
how it all works together and how the magic formulas and how to optimize all these things and have them work together so you're actually delivering leads.
Right. And then the structure about having the appointment time when people want to talk with you. Oh man, that's been amazing.
Automating that whole process.
Yes. And then doing automatically.
With the experienced ones, you know, it's almost like you don't have an excuse. You're already making money. Do you want to make more? But the second piece is with the experienced ones, you know, you're in this environment. You have to realize, like, jumping on the webinars and learning all the travel stuff, we have so much that's new just in that world. But as an experienced owner, you wear 2 hats. One of them is awesome superstar travel agent, but the other one is you have to understand how to run an online business. And that is where people don't have time to learn about proper marketing. They don't have time to learn about what's the best automation. They don't have time to learn about how do I monetize more effectively? How do I create my first couple sales funnels? That whole, like, who's got time when you already have leads coming in and you have a base that you're working with? And that's where I think our program is kind of like, here you go. Like, we did all the work for you, all the research, all the testing. We know what doesn't work. We know what does.
Right.
And that's why I love working with the bigger agencies like yours, because it's just like you get way more results faster because it's just making shifts and getting stuff implemented. So I think that's awesome. So good. Yeah. I mean, and Susan, you were such a help to our newbies too. So I love that you broke it down for why newbies would want to do it and why the experience. So tell us, what are the next plans for vacation hotspots? What's on your plan for this year? I mean, you've done so much in the program. I know you were booking big groups and there were times where you're like, Cyndi, I have so much business right now that I have to go slower and it's self-paced, but you were on almost every single group call to make sure you were taking advantage. But what's on your schedule for what's next for you this year?
Oh, wow. Actually, you know, get back to the mindset real quick, right?
Yeah.
I knew about mindset years ago, and I used to do the affirmations daily and everything. I had everything pasted on the glass windows on the bathroom, and I stopped doing that. But you kind of ignited that back into me since I started doing my affirmations some more, and I had found some more that are new to me. And it's just like one of them was like, I have success in every area of my life. And, you know, I say that because I've been invited as a hosted agent, a partial hosted agent to the romance travel forum that's going to be in Puerto Vallarta in a couple of weeks. So that was something as a result of me thinking positive. I think about myself and my business, that just came about, and I got accepted into the program. And ever since then, I've been getting like different invites or different information about
all starts unfolding.
Yes, and people are calling me out of the blue from a group of the spin off from a group, and somebody told somebody about somebody else. And it's like it's just started flowing because I said, "Oh my God!" And I said,
"You changed that."
Right.
And I forgot to ask you about that. I usually ask because mindset is, I always say it's like the magic sauce of our program. It's, you know, one of those things where we teach you how to think like a CEO. We teach you how to think like from a mindset perspective. Where do I get clear on what's my vision, what's my intention, and then give you real tools to open up the space that the millionaires and billionaires, they do this stuff every morning. So we give you guys that same set of tools. And I love, everybody always has a surprise story for me. And I'm lucky because when you kind of put it out there and go, I'm going to be successful in every area of my life, what does that mean? And stuff just starts happening when you're open to it and keep yourself on that on that track. So I love that so much. That's my favorite. So you're going to be doing this cool forum. You're getting all these invites.
Right.
Well, you really were a leader amongst the group. So you're going to be a leader amongst your peers, no doubt, as you move forward in the industry. We'll be following all of your good stuff across the board. So Susan, it's been such a pleasure. I can't believe it's graduation time already, but you know I'm your cheerleader for life, and you know you're going over to the grad group. Any last words of advice for our people watching?
If you're thinking about the industry, but you're not sure how to get started or how to accelerate your already existing business, you need to find somebody like Cyndi and the group at Careers on Vacation to help you matriculate through the process, because without a roadmap, you end up at dead end most of the time. And a lot of people think that, well, I can't do this. It's not that you can't, you just wasn't equipped well enough yet at that time. So when you find a system like this and you see that it works, and you have people, you see people week after week on the calls telling about their success stories, even the newbies, I mean, they're getting excited and wanting to know how to do this, how to do that. That's evident that it's working, that it can work. And it's just up to you to get out there and convince yourself and say your affirmations. I mean, whatever's in that subconscious is going to come out. So you put it out there in the universe and it happens. So don't hesitate. Just go for it.
And you can always make more money. You can't make more time. And that's why having that roadmap piece is so important. So guys, whether you're experienced like Susan or you're a brand new newbie thinking about getting into the industry, reach out to us, apply for the Careers on Vacation program. You can go to careersonvacation.com/ready now. And since the announcement of the TV show, we've been super busy. We're actually sold out right now, but we are doing admissions for next month and beyond. So get your call scheduled. What are you waiting for? In 12 weeks, your life could be totally different. And I would love to roll up my sleeves and help you get there. But in the meantime, Susan, we're all going to be following you and watching you. Congratulations on all your success. And I'm your cheerleader for life. Thank you for visiting with us today.
You're welcome, and thank you for having such a good program out there and available for us in this industry. We really needed that.
Oh, you're so welcome, Susan. Well, take care. We'll see you soon.
Okay, take care.
Bye.
Bye-bye.